Okay, everyone, it's Saturday, so you know what that means. It's time for us to do our video recap for our Fall Fashion Challenge 2013 mini challenge. Actually last week's mini challenge was to make skirts. We were supposed to make 3 skirts. And if you were a man, your challenge was to make 1 dress shirt. We actually had a man participate this week. He made 2 dress shirts, not one, but actually 2. And that's pretty amazing that he made 2 in the time that we had. And we also have all the other skirts that everyone made. I made 3 skirts like we were supposed to. I actually just finished the last skirt about 45 minutes ago. These are what I made. Okay, the first skirt that I made was an asymmetrical skirt. It started out as a um, circle skirt that was twice as wide as my waist than it needed to be. And then I gathered it up to fit my waist. That's why it has so many gathers in it. And then I cut one side shorter than the other. You can't exactly tell that it's asymmetrical because of the picture that I did, but I'll go ahead and take another picture next week when we do our tops, the week that we're going to make our blouses. I also just ignore the t-shirt that I have on. I put that t-shirt on because I thought it kind of went with the skirt, but not really. But next week when we do our blouses, you'll see that skirt again, and you'll have a better view of that skirt with the blouse that goes with it. The next skirt that I did was that on my video list I have a double side split skirt. That is the exact same skirt that I did. Only difference on this skirt, I went ahead and sewed down the sides a little bit instead of leaving the split all the way up to the top to make it a little bit more modest. It's not that modest actually, but it's a little bit more modest than it would have been if I had to let the slit stay all the way up to the waist, which is the original dress. The split actually goes all the way up to the waist, to the waistband. There, it doesn't. This skirt actually comes up to the mid thigh before I sewed it down. And once again, I wore a white t-shirt with that skirt because I have not made, well, actually I have made the top, but I didn't want to show it now. I'm going to show it next week when we do our tops. And the third skirt that I made is actually a chiffon skirt, and you really can't tell, but it's 3 layers. The longest layer goes all the way down from my waist to my ankles. That's the first layer. The second layer goes all the way down from my waist to my little bit below my knees. And the third layer starts at my waist and goes down to mid-thigh. The reason why I did it this way is because it's see-through if I don't double it up, and I thought it would make a pretty interesting skirt this way. And in public, when you see it, you can see, if I had a better camera, you would be able to see the 3 layers. But in public, you can see the 3 layers, and it looks really, really nice. I really like this skirt. What I need to do now is just go ahead and find some heels to wear with it. And when I make the top to go with it, it's going to be really nice. You guys are going to like it. And you'll see the top once again next week. Okay, now that's enough of what I did. Let's go ahead and see what everyone else did. Okay, now that you've seen all of the skirts that everyone's made, I'm pretty sure you will agree with me that all of the skirts are beautiful, and you can't tell the difference between beginner, novice type to sewing on who is an advanced or professional to sewing in these skirts. And I'm not going to tell you who is who, so you won't be able to figure it out. And also Jerome, he made his dress shirt, and it looks really nice, and I'm glad he participated in the group challenge for this, and yeah, he did a really good job. Well, let's go ahead and wrap that up and wrap up this week and go ahead and talk about next week. Oh, we're losing daylight, guys, so it's getting pretty dark in my filming area. I'm going to go ahead and try to make this quick. This next week's challenge is going to be for a dress shirt for men and a three tops for women. The only reason why I'm saying three tops is so you can have a top to coordinate with every single skirt that you made. If you only made two skirts, only make two tops. If you only made one skirt, make only one top. If you would like to make a dress shirt that buttons down the front, has a collar, and has cuffs on the sleeves, and you are a woman, I suggest that you only make one of those in 1 week, especially if you are a novice or a beginner. And I would also suggest that you use a pattern. Do not go off and try to freestyle that. It 99.9% of the time will come out not right. You want to use a pattern for that. Either you want to drape it and make a pattern, or you want to actually purchase a pattern, or you want to draft a pattern. Do not, or you can use the rub off method that I show you in one of my videos to make a pattern. Do not try to freestyle a button down, formal, nice shirt. Don't do it. You will regret it. I'm telling you. Not unless you're like a sewing savant. You're not gonna want to do that. I'm just being honest here. If you are a man and you would prefer to make a casual shirt, you can go ahead and make two or three if you would like. But if you're going to be making a dress shirt, only one. It is very I would not recommend trying to make two or three in 1 week, especially if you are a novice. One will probably be enough for 1 week. Trust me on this. Also, if you would like to join our Facebook group, look in the description box. At this moment in time, the Facebook group is only for support of the challenges. I do not have a Facebook group that has questions and answers for general sewing or anything like that at this moment in time. I am thinking about making one, and I will announce it if I decide to do it within the next 2 weeks. I will make an announcement on this video or on a general video about making about the sewing group that's general. Well, that's the end of that. Have fun and don't stress about it. If you don't complete any of your projects that you have planned, we have our makeup week that's at the end of the challenges, and we also have our 2 weeks between this challenge and the next challenge that you can also use to catch up if you would like. That's the end of that. So as usual, happy sewing.